Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 22 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. And this is the Reset Tour, a bike trip around the Southeast to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, here at the Holiday Inn in East Asheville, Biltmore area. Got a beautiful view out the window over there. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'll put up some fast motion of the clouds this morning. I went and washed my clothes and did my devotional and kind of got everything packed up. Looked at the weather, looked at the route. I'm not going to take the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm going through Maggie Valley. I'm going to go through Maggie Valley to Cherokee and then continue my ride, from there. There's not enough campgrounds, not enough people, not enough food, and way too much elevation. I mean, I'm good with it on a lighter bike, not with this one. Anyway, yeah, so today is day 5 of Break Every Chain 2021 with Ends of the Earth cycling for the youth in Kenya. Again, Redeeming Eden seems to be well taken care of. If God has put it on your heart to donate to Redeeming Eden, put those donations toward the youth in Kenya through the link in the description. But yeah, I'm going to get on the road. I'm probably going to go about 10 miles today. Don't see going much farther than that. I am beat. My whole body hurts. All of it. I didn't sleep well. I'm spiritually rested, but I'm not physically rested. So I'm probably not going to go very far. Plus, it looks like it's going to rain today, so there's that too. I never did take my tent out last night. I just got to work on the video and then fell asleep. So it's wet in the bag. I need to get it out soon. So I'm probably just going to find a campground on the other side of Asheville and cycle to that. Just take it easy today. Today's going to be an easy day. A lot of hills, but just take it easy. So you'll see more of that right about now. Well, that was funny. While I was recording that, the tire on Allie pointed up the road, don't get back on the parkway, please. I think she's just as tired as I am. All right, so I rolled in here to Asheville Sandwich Company to get out of the rain, and look at this sandwich. Like, that's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna check out the radar, see what it looks like, and figure out what the next steps are from here. You'll see more of that right about now. You know, as I climb this hill, I'll be close to, I guess, a couple thousand feet of climbing today, over 20 miles. Really not what I wanted, but you know, it's like they say, some people complain that God allowed there to be thorns on roses, and then other people praise him for placing roses among the thorns. So I guess it's all about perspective, but anyway, yeah, it's finally starting to rain. I'm going to the KOA West holiday, so I guess one could say that I have traveled as far as the east is from the west in Asheville. You know, that's the breadth of God's love, as far as the east is from the west. I think it's funny that, like, you can go around the globe north to south, and eventually you'll start going south again. And eventually you'll start going north again. But if you go east or west around the globe, you will never stop going east and never stop going west. That's kind of cool. I just thank God that his arms are spread that far open wide for me, which he showed us through the cross. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts from the road today. It's a short day, but Asheville has had quite a bit of, like, traffic. Also, one thing I've noticed about Asheville, big transient population, homeless population, and I have seen more hypodermic needles scattered about on the side of the roads than any other city I've been in. Like, it beats out some of the major cities I've seen with homelessness, like Seattle and Eugene, Oregon, and Manhattan. Like, it's pretty rough. Asheville's a rough city. Like, I'm not sure what their political situation is to kind of just allow everybody to be transient the way that they are, but it is very interesting. It almost makes me consider placing, you know, like the rehab in this area. There's several cities, you know, up and down the Blue Ridge Parkway I would consider. They need to be near a tourist population, so the men in the program can make, like, pottery and wood things, and we can sell them to a group of people that's not just our own community that's going to be like, we already got something from the Redeem and Eden Rehab, honey. It needs to be near a big hospital, because, you know, there's always issues with recovery. It needs to be remote enough that, you know, the guys aren't tempted to just walk out and go, you know, downtown or whatever. Like, so they need a good 20-mile walk to think about what they're doing if they decide to leave the program. That's how the Mission of Hope was, and I like that a lot. Anytime I would think about leaving, I would think about that walk. But several other things, just, you know, needs to be in an area where those types of services are needed. All that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, I don't have too much farther to go, and at least the rain's light. It sprinkled on me earlier just for a little bit at the Asheville Sandwich Company, but it has pretty much held off until now. So, here's the rest of the ride into the campground. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Well, I seem to have become quite the professional at setting my tent up in the rain and keeping everything dry. Oh my goodness, it's not raining right now, of course. But like there, coming into the KOA, it was pouring. Battery died on the GoPro, like right as I was turning in. And so I was like, I'm not going to get it out in the rain and, you know, risk getting water inside of it, anything like that. But where you saw it go out, that's right where the KOA is. Like, it's right where it's at. So I rolled in here and I asked them, based on the weather tomorrow, if they had, you know, 2 nights, this night and tomorrow night. Because the 100 yards I got of Highway 23 seems really sketchy. It's like a wide shoulder. It's not a bike lane, but it's a wide shoulder. But the traffic is super busy. You can probably hear some of it. There's like an interstate this way and Highway 23 that way. But if it's pouring down rain, always my concern is people with windshield wipers on. You know, half the time I'm there, half the time I'm not. And so I'll pray about it. You know, I'll do my daily reading in the morning. If Jesus is like, peace be still, then I'll ride out into the storm. But if he's like, you know, anything else, I'm going to stay here. I am fully rested. Like, the last few miles climbing the hills, like, I could tell what muscles that you use when you're riding a bicycle to climb hills. Like, specifically, what muscles. And it wasn't like a tired or hurt feeling. It was more like tightness, you know, like they'd been worked out yesterday and they're just a little tight. But not having to do 40 miles today really helped me out, so I like it. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here and get it out to you early. It is 5:33. So yeah, I'll actually be able to sleep well tonight. Like, get in early enough, get everything done early enough to be like, done. So if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. That Popple link has all the ways that you can get in touch with me, all the social media for Redeeming Eden, the official Facebook page, all the ways to donate, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and INGO. International Gospel Outreach. Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. And you can go there, you can click that link, and you can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. And any funds donated left over after the Redeeming Eden cycle tours will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. That's what the whole ride's about. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. This is the reset tour. It's a total reset. Like, I need your help. I need you to like the videos on YouTube. Share the videos on your social media profile. Comment on the videos on YouTube. Like, the algorithm loves that. Comments and likes. Like, that'll make them want to actually send it out more because people are interacting with the channel. But don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping to monetize the channel and bring in funds to build the rehab. So yeah, great day. Really loved Asheville from east to west, as far as the east is from the west, and Asheville is where I've been today. Did not like the traffic. I don't ever like being in a city, like a highly, you know, if it's got an airport, it's a big enough city to be like, I want to avoid it. But other than the traffic, it was a peaceful ride. A lot of ups and downs. You know, I think it ended up being like 1,500, 1,600 feet of climbing over 22 miles. Wasn't too bad. I mean, it was nice. So yeah, from here at the West KOA Campground in West Asheville, North Carolina. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.